Hello, Glendale. I'm Meg Keller.
And I'm Luke Miller. You're watching the 7th episode of the Glendale 411. A handful of Glendale students attend Young Life, and many are influenced by the message it provides.
Tanner Brady and McGuire Stroud bring you the story.
So Young Life is just a place where high schoolers can be high schoolers. They can just have fun, sing songs, dance, play games, and then at the end there's a short faith-based talk at the end. But it's just a good night to just relax on a Monday night, get away from school and just not worry about the pressures of life and just have fun with your friends and just get away for like an hour and a half. And it's really the best night of the week in my opinion. So,
I mean, I really just like the atmosphere that Young Life presents. I mean, whenever we go to club, it's really fun and it's just kind of a way to like get away from everything and just focus on now.
So Young Life started in Colorado, I believe, 75-ish years ago, and a guy just said, hey, like let's have a night where teenagers can just be teenagers and come and sing songs and dance, and let's play games, and let's make it a fun night, and let's do it once a week. And then eventually like Young Life camps developed, and so now it's just a really big thing across the whole country.
Because Glendale's so central, we have people come from like Rogersville and Central and Nixa sometimes, so they'll come to our club. We meet every Monday, and then if we don't have school, then we won't meet.
My Young Life leader was my health teacher and my basketball coach. So I would actually see my Young Life leader during class, and we'd talk, and then I'd see him at basketball practice, and then I'd see him at Young Life. And he was just a very good role model for me, and he impacted my life.
I was going to Young Life but not really grasping like the concept of it, and so after I went to camp, like there was a moment in camp where I just kind of like felt God, and like after that it kind of clicked with me.
I would not know Jesus without Young Life, and so I think that for me, I want to keep doing Young Life because of what it's poured into me and just the fulfillment and how satisfying to see Jesus in Young Life. My senior year, we took a Young Life trip, a backpacking trip, and we climbed a mountain. And so that was really cool because my identity wasn't in sports or popularity or my image. It was who Jesus says I am, who God says I am, and I came to know that through Young Life.
And it's not like super churchy, Jesus-y, like a lot of people seem really threatened by that, but it's really just like a way to get to know God. It's not like they force it upon you, but I mean, it's just a good group of people, and we all come together and are always there for each other no matter what, so it's really cool.
That's the beautiful thing about Young Life is it invites everyone, no matter what skin color. I mean, look at me, like, you know, I'm not your typical like white person, like, and we just want you to have fun. Whether you accept the message or not, like, it's up to you, but everyone should deserve to hear that.
Get up out of your desk and get a hands-on education at the OTC Career Center for high school juniors and seniors. There are 19 career paths to choose from, and it's free. Students earn college credit, and they're prepared to get a job when they graduate. A hands-on education that helps you get a job or a jump start on college is what makes the OTC Career Center a unique high school experience. Talk to your high school counselor or visit otc.edu/career center to learn more.
Recently, Glendale held the first blood drive of the school year.
Emerald Davis and Amanda Zimmerman show us the importance of giving blood in and outside of school.
The Community Blood Center of the Ozarks partners not only with Glendale, but with lots of other surrounding schools to provide the blood they need to supply our hospitals.
Our school blood drives, our high school and our college drives account for about 35 to 40% of all the blood that we collect on an annual basis. We collect about 55 to 60,000 units a year to make sure that we've got blood on the shelves for all of our 39 hospitals. So high schools and colleges account for about 35 to 40% of that. So it is a large portion of the blood that we need on a daily basis.
I think it's important to donate blood because there's lots of people that need blood all over, Greene County and that kind of thing. And I know that if I was in an accident or something and I needed blood, that I would want it to be available to me, so I would want it to be available to anyone else that needs it.
I think it's important for the students to participate in quite a few areas. Number one, obviously, it helps their community. It gives them a sense of volunteerism in the community. It doesn't take that much time. Obviously, you're getting stuck with a needle, so that's kind of sketchy maybe at times. But I think for me, I think it's just a way to give back to your community.
Many people are hesitant to give blood.
I know some people can't do it from a psychological perspective because they don't like needles.
It hurts at first, but after that, it's not that bad. It's just like you have to get a shot or something regularly, or think about the person that might have been in a car crash or something. They probably don't want that needle shoved in their arm either, but they're going to be taking it anyways because they need the blood.
People who may go to the hospital unexpectedly and need blood, or if they're having a scheduled surgery or something, in some cases they may need blood. Or if they're in an accident or something, they may need blood. So it's the gift of life is what it is.
The Blood Center also offers amazing opportunities for frequent high school donors.
One of the things, I think it's important for the students to come more often than just at the blood drives. One, we have the Gallon Grad program that if you donate 8 times during your high school years, you get an honor cord when you graduate. And then we also have scholarships that we provide to every high school in town. It's a $500 scholarship. And students typically that are involved with the blood drive or engaged become a Gallon Grad. Those are the students that are the ones that are eligible for that.
Giving blood is not just a one-time thing.
We need people to donate more than 1 or 2 times a year. There's about 38 to 40% of the population that's eligible to donate. Only about 5 to 7% actually donate. So it's a very small percent of the population that donate, and we need about 250 units of blood a day to make sure we've got the blood on the shelves. So we really encourage people to donate frequently, and if you're an eligible blood donor, you can donate up to 6 or 7 times a year, which is 6 or 7 products that have the ability to save someone's life here in the Ozarks.
I've always felt that, or believed that if I can take a little time and donate blood, someone's going to benefit from it. To have a facility like the Community Center, Ozarks Blood Center, is unbelievable. All the blood that is donated is local. They keep everything local. And it makes a huge difference in the community.
Big Fish was the drama department's fall production this year.
Elias Slavens and Julia Weber bring you the story.
This year's fall play was Big Fish the Musical. It's based on the movie Big Fish that was directed by Tim Burton. It is a very heartwarming tale of a father and a son's journey to learn more about each other as we discover that the father does not have long to live. And so they go on this journey of why he told these big, flamboyant stories to his son growing up, and what the analogy was to how you should live your life.
Big Fish is different from our other musicals because it's mostly told from a memories perspective, and not only is it upbeat and happy, but it's also got a sad aspect. So it's a good contrast. We've been working on it for maybe a couple months, and rehearsals have usually been like 3 or 4 hours at a time, and everyone's just put in a lot of work just memorizing lines and going over songs, and it's really good.
The big difference in Big Fish is it's a serious focus where it's like you live your life and you become comfortable with the person you are, and you also live these amazing things, and even if you don't think it's that important, it's important to other people, instead of it being something like Addams Family and it's completely comedic and just joking about the matter of death.
It's a very heartwarming story from the standpoint of it kind of teaches us. As we have said, the theme of the show was to be the hero of your own story.
There's nothing to be ashamed of in being a werewolf. Really? No, just be yourself and be happy.
They realized how special that the show itself was. And they really took to it very quickly, and they knew that because no one else had done it around here, that this was going to become theirs, and they made it theirs very quickly.
Rehearsals and performing are two very different things because when we're rehearsing, Betancourt is just yelling at us the whole time. But when we're actually giving a performance, we feed off the audience's reactions a lot. They have a big part in the play.
Just rehearsals, there's definitely some more relaxed features to it because you can mess up on a line and you can yell random things, or you can just kind of just stare at Betancourt like, hey, I don't know what I'm doing right now. But if you try to do that to an audience member, they would wonder why they paid to sit in there and watch you perform. And the audience can make it, even though it's like more tension on stage, it could also make it more comfortable as well, because it's like, this is what I came here for and this is the moment I came here for.
Well, the financial situation is that in Springfield as a whole, the Springfield Public School Districts, we do not have a budget for theater. Every dime that we take in from donation, from ticket sales, everything that we receive goes straight into funding these shows. We started off with like $50 in the budget, in my budget, and we basically, I tasked the students with, both the students that are actors and tech, and said, okay, what do we have here to make this show? They did the set, they did all of everything you saw on stage was something that we had here, or they brought in. The costumes were stuff that they found on their own. And everything we did in-house. And we did relatively well. So we now have enough money back in our supplies that we can do the next show. And that's how it works in Springfield, is that you take the money that you earn from the last show and hopefully make enough so that you can continue on and do the next show.
Anyone who's ever considered being in theater should definitely give it a shot. Even if it's just auditioning, even if you don't make it, it's a great experience. You'll get over your fear of public speaking, and so anyone who just thinks about it should just try it.
Don't be afraid of auditioning for Betancourt. Her auditions are maybe the most relaxed things on planet Earth, and she just tries to make you feel at home. And also just know that seniority is not like gonna be a huge factor into auditioning for a musical or play, because she wants the best of the best in there.
I want to say 8 or 9 freshmen that were involved with the show. So I say never, never doubt your ability to prove to me that you can do it, because you can. Everybody has an equal playing field when they come here. You just simply have to try out and go for it. I this year have the biggest senior class I have ever had. I have 21 seniors graduating from the drama program. The drama department here, our theme is to tell the story. It's always about telling the story. And for them, I say, this is your chance to look back and realize that you told an incredible story, and now this is the next chance for you to start a new story.
Thanks for watching the Glendale 411.
Don't forget to check out our channel and subscribe for more content.
Signing out, I'm Meg Keller.
And I'm Luke Miller.
And then Saturday morning, the next morning, I took it.
Some caused harm. So the conflict on social media became, is blackface